All right, and we're live. Welcome everybody to Forever Rugby on Forever Sports. We are here for the England-Italy game, and as an England supporter, I'm not sure how I feel about this one. I am liking the new look England side. I think it'll put in a much better team performance. The game is about to get underway, and Tommaso Allen's got the ball, so Italy are kicking off, playing right to left. James Dolman of New Zealand blows the whistle, and the game is underway. Allen kicks off, and it is taken well by Chesham, who brings it down just outside the 22. England will be looking for a really good 80-minute game in this one, considering how they fell off completely against Scotland. Van Portfleet has the ball at the back of the ruck and box kicks. Taken well by Capuozzo. He's such a flipping good player, Capuozzo. Very well deserved the breakthrough player of the year last year. And Chesham gives a penalty away for rolling into the legs of the scrum half. Italy stabbed through. No advantage, so Italy will get the penalty. Just inside their own half. Pretty much centre field. And it's unfortunate from Chesham, but it's also very what's the word? Clumsy. It's very clumsy from him. Tommaso Allen looks like he will be kicking for the touchline and does so. England thought they managed to keep it in, but the touch judge got his flag up. Hassel-Collins almost doing well enough to keep the ball in there. So let's look at the teams quickly, and we'll go through England first. Genge, George, and Sinclair make up the front row. Maritoje and Chesham in the second row. Ludlam, Willis, and Dombrandt in the back row. So Italy take it down and try a little move on the blind side, which doesn't seem to work. And England have got a good counter ruck going, but don't manage to win it back. Italy set the forwards, barging into Carl Sinclair. Itoje trying to do another ruck over for Italy. Negri's got the ball here, tackled well by Willis, who finally is getting a game, and England win the penalty. So really good there at the breakdown from England. And then onto the back line, we got Van Portfleet, and big talk of the week is Owen Farrell finally moving to fly half and not playing 12, because, oh my God, I'm sick of watching him play 12. To be honest, I would have started Smith over Farrell, but I'm just glad it's not the 10-12 partnership that we've had. So not going to be too sad about that. And then 11 is Hassel-Collins. Lawrence at 12, which I'm happy about, who's got the ball. No, Slade onto Farrell. Onto Hassel-Collins. Van Portfleet out the back to Ludlam. Ludlam out the back to Slade, who flings it straight into Chesham's arms, and Chesham knocks it on hugely. And so we'll get the first scrum of the game. Italy ball. And to finish out the English back line, Henry Slade at 13, Malins at 14, and Freddie Stewart at 15. Then looking at the Italy team, Fisetti, Nicotera, actually don't know him, and then Riccioni at the front row, Canoni and Raza at second row, Negri, Yamaro, and Canoni again in the back row, and then Varney, who I thought was a bit off last week, but he's retained his spot. At 9, Tommaso Allen, very good player. Tommaso Monticello, Marisi and Brex in the centres, Padovani back on the wing, and Capuzzo at fullback. And he really kind of is the Italian player to watch. Although I like Yamaro as well. I think he's a really good player. So set the first scrum, and it's going to be reset. Excuse me, I'm tired. I think England will... Oh, I don't think it showed the pack weights, actually. That was the biggest thing I noticed yesterday in the France-Ireland game, is that France's pack is so heavy. Like it had like 50 kgs on top of Ireland because of Antonio. Varney feeds the ball straight under his lock's feet, and England win the penalty at the scrum. I have a feeling my stream is slightly behind the one on the screen, but that is the nature of using VIP box. It'll be slightly delayed. So, England kick to the corner. Well, not to the corner, but they're about, say, 7 meters outside the Italy's 22. And sorry, if you see me looking up there, it's because I've got it on the monitor, so it's just slightly higher. They throw to the front to Ludlam and set the maul. Comes out the back from Willis. They feed Slade, who offloads to Lawrence. Out the back to Genge. Farrell kicks through for Malins. Malins charging onto this. It's been knocked on and dotted down by Padovani. But not a bad show of intent there from England. And looking to really get in behind the Italian line. I would like to have seen them keep that in hand. But Ollie Lawrence showing exactly what he's good at, taking on 2 defenders there and getting through a gap, not breaking the tackles, but committing the defenders. And that's what England has really lacked at 12 for years now. And Malins was not far away from that ball. But definitely dotted down by Padovani. I like Padovani too. I think he's really good. So it will be... That's the scrum 5? Yeah, scrum 5 to Italy, which, considering England just got a penalty, not such a bad thing. Oh, sorry, my neck's a bit stiff. So they're setting the scrum now. I'm just so glad that Ben Youngs is out of the team. Oh, he's been an amazing servant of English rugby, but he's just not there anymore. Just can't do it. So the scrum is set. Once more. Oh, scrum goes straight down, so it'll be reset. The Twickenham pitch is looking quite nice today, not going to lie. This is literally the only... Well, I've got 2 Lions tops. I don't have a single England top in my team. But you can see my flag in the back, so, you know, something. Although recently I just kind of want to support Scotland. For obvious reasons. So 7 minutes in, and we're pointless at the moment, but England in a good position. And considering how Italy pushed France last week, to be honest, I just want to win the game. That's all I care about right now. So they break off the back. Apologies for that. No idea what happened there. I have a feeling my internet dropped, but don't know why. I'm now trying to get the bloody stream back up, so if you just give me a moment. Always fun. And I'm just plugging my laptop in, because that sometimes speeds things up. I tell you what. Oh, no, I can't. Right. Just do me a favor and just play ball, please.
The trouble is, what happens is
that's
when you move
very
off the line
loud.
Like that, or do anything in the rugby field, the person carrying the ball is the trigger. Don Brandt's the big basher at. Right. He's got off his line too quick.
There we go. Okay. So we are back at it. England. Okay. No, it's Italy scrum again. I'm not sure where on the field they are, although it looks like they're somewhere between the halfway and Italy's 22. And it's another free kick at the scrum for England. And I think they were initiating too early there, the front row of Italy. So England will have I suppose, a free play. Just quickly on. Right. Am I? There we go. Sorry again. No idea what is the problem and why the streams keep dropping. I wish I could tell you, but it's just, I don't know. I've tried to close a few things running on my laptop. And England's scrum, despite getting the ball back, has been absolutely monstered by Italy. And that's not a... Well, it was almost not a good kick. Turned out to be it's still not a great kick. I mean, it could have been good if it bounced out, but it didn't. So Italy will have the goal line dropout off the kick through from Van Portfleet. And that is not a good sign from England's scrum, being pushed back there. Italy drop out, and it looks like taken by Dombrandt, who runs straight into, I can't remember the 12, whoever the 12 is, Moroni or something. And Italy have given away an advantage for hands in the ruck. And Itoje then forces the penalty by trying to pick the ball up when he's on the floor. I think Itoje needs to be arrested for a fair amount of time, to be honest. I think he has not been at his best for a while, and I would like to see ribbons starting in his place, because I think Itoje needs a break. So Farrell kicks to the corner. Looks like a decent kick. So let's look to see what England do off their first attacking line out on the 5-meter line. Hopefully we can get some points out of this. They go to the middle, backish to Itoje and set the maul, which is moving forward rapidly, and Willis is over for a very, very easy maul try. And that's a good start for Willis, especially his first game back in the squad. It's not his debut, but it's a very good way to come back into the England squad. Yeah, it went to the back to Itoje. And well set maul there. Neutralized Italy's forwards and straight around, straight through. I tell you what, who I am very excited about playing for England at the moment is Chesham. Ollie Chesham is playing bloody well. He was actually the standout player last week against Scotland. But that's good stuff for Willis. And England are at least 5-0 up, although I see it's 7. So Farrell clearly gets the kick, but my stream is slightly behind. So you'll have to bear with me on that. Oh, I think it's about... my stream is about a minute behind. So, sorry. Farrell's literally about to take the kick now. And as the scoreboard said about a minute ago, Farrell gets the kick. Right. But that's a very good start from England. Well, I mean, a little bit slow, but... So Italy kick off, and it will be taken in by Dombrandt again. And they set just inside their 22. So I imagine England will look to clear here and do so through Henry Slade, who brings play up to, let's say, between the 10-meter line and the 22. Italy win their line out and feed the ball to Moroni. Then Varney feeds Lamaro, but gets monstered by Itoje, and he's picked up an injury in that hit. He's stayed down, or he's getting very slowly to his feet. No, he's not. He stayed down. I think it's a shoulder injury. And Capuozzo, looking to try and dance through, is taken down by Slade. But Italy are going backwards here. Varney looking to recycle. Ball spits out. Itoje on him like a rash. Doesn't manage to get the turnover. Very close, though. Okay, out the back to Negri. Negri takes on Slade, is brought down. Capuzzo feeds again, which is good for England because it means he's not in the back line. Varney to Tommaso Allen. Brex tries the kick. No, he offloads it to his number 8, Canoni. But Italy just going backwards. They're inside their own 10-meter now. And Tommaso Allen decides that's enough and boots down to Max Malins. No, sorry, Freddie Stewart, who puts one high and is chasing. And he doesn't try to take it. He tries to smash Capuzzo, gets him in a hit, but doesn't bring him down. Malins brings him down, I think. Italy looking to go down the blind. Still going. Varney recycles. Good tackle there from Ludlam. I really think Ludlam played bloody well last week. Malins bumped off by Negri, but Van Poortvliet brings him down. And Van Poortvliet gives away the penalty advantage for not being able to roll. Italy actually looking all right here, keeping continuity, although I think that, yep, Italy have knocked it on, so they'll come back for the penalty. It was a poor attempted tackle there from Malins. Yeah, isn't Lamar a backup? He seems to be. No, Lamar is still down. I think his day might be over already. And that's going to be a huge blow for Italy. He's being their captain, but also he's a huge kind of talisman for the team. He's been so good since he became captain. Oh, there's a bit of it's also his knee. I thought it was his shoulder, but I think it's his hamstring and his knee. In the hit, I think it kind of wiggled sideways. And I know all too well what that's like. My knee is stuffed because of all of that. Action areas are heavily favouring England. 41% of the game has been in between halfway and Italy's 22. It looks like they're going to try and bandage up Lamara's leg. That's a bit risky. I don't know about this. I think as much as he needs to be on the field, you kind of need him for the rest of the championship. Well, we'll see what happens, but I don't know if that's the right decision. I think I would take him off, especially if he looks that uncomfortable. And yeah, he does. He does not look comfortable on that. I do love listening to commentators sometimes. They're very funny. So Italy kick to the corner off their penalty, and they get it on the 22 meter line, their own ball. So obviously, you're going to see what's happening on that, what's it called, pitch map. But from what I'm watching, Italy go to the middle, and they get an advantage off the line out. They're inside England's 22 just, and now they're outside it. So they're trying to use their forwards here. Negri really forcing, I think it was Slade. This is good from Italy. Capuzzo takes on the line, breaks through the first tackle. That's really good from Italy. Oh, and yep. England managed to turn it over, but penalty. It was penalty advantage. So Italy, I imagine they'll go for points here. I imagine Italy will go for points here. No, they're not. They're going for the corner. Well, shows intent. I like that from Italy. And to be honest, yes, I want England to win, but I want to see a good game. And Italy have been very impressive this year. Well, end of last year into this year. Beating Australia, that was such a good game. So, is that Matera? What's his name? Nicotera. Nicotera throwing from the lineup. Throws to the front. Italy don't even jump, but Itoje tries to get in there. He's wrapped himself around the ball, although it's come out. Varney's got access to it. They're going to try and use their forwards here, I think. Varney feeds. Can't see who. Yeah, they're lining up their forwards here. England doing really well to make the hits and get back into the defensive line, which they were very bad at last week. Italy going slightly wider now. Brex tries to take on the line. Trying to come back in through Moroni. But they're going back slightly. Fischetti's got it. He's held up at the moment. Don Brandt. And it's a turnover. Ref called them all. England have turned it over. It's good defense that from England. Not only was the ball going backwards the whole time, but they were just playing until they could get a turnover. Very good defense there. So at least this week's been productive on defense, as well as the team sheet. And that's a very good turnover from Willis and Don Brandt. I think they kind of both combined there. I think Italy have had most of the possession in this game so far, which is, I wouldn't say concerning for England, considering they're in the lead, but yeah. Okay, so, and it's a penalty to England at the scrum. Italy not taking the weight and falling straight down. Genge, George, and Sinclair will be happy with that. And Henry Slade will clear. It's interesting how Henry Slade goes for touch. I guess he's got a bigger boot than Faz. And already you can see a marked difference in how England are playing compared to with Smith at 10, Farrell at 12. It's just so much more cohesive. There looks like a plan. Their defense is tighter. It's miles better. So, on the 22, Jamie George will throw. Sorry, not 22, halfway. Farrell feeds Lawrence, who's hitting quite a high tackle there. Or upright tackle. I don't know if it'll be high, but Slade takes on the line. Takes on Allen and gets almost back up to the halfway. Van Portfleet is going to set for the box kick, it looks, which I don't understand, but Malins is one hell of a chaser. of a kick. So, and Malins gives away a penalty by pushing over Brex when trying to get the ball, which is classed as obstruction, I think, which is fair. He certainly did it. So, using their penalty, Italy get back into England's half, just about 2-3 meters into England's half. Very flat ball to Lawrence. And he runs straight into Kanoni, who hits him not high, I wouldn't say, but well, I mean, the commentators are certainly saying that it was very near to a high shot. Someone needs an HIA. So Lamaro is going on for an HIA, I think. Oh, no. It's a full replacement, apparently. So Zuliani is on, and I think he's fairly new. I don't know his name. And it looks like Italy have a 6-2 split, which probably, considering it's that early. Oh, Willis monsters Tommaso Allen as he offloads the ball. Tell you what, Willis is really impressing me at the moment. And he's won a penalty. Willis is playing so well. God. Thank God he's in the team now. Willis is playing very well. And he makes one dominant tackle, gets up, and then turns over the ball. What? Guys, he's having a great game so far. He carries on like this. That's man of the match. England bring play up to Italy's 22. Not too shabby kick there from Henry Slade. Oh, just outside Italy's 22, should we say? About 2 meters. But England at least running the ball more, actually attacking the line, which you can't do with Farrell at 12. Oof, and it goes to the front to Ludlam. Italy do challenge, but don't get it. And England have set the maul here. Genge goes back in, and the maul is starting to break up. It's been stopped. They're going to have to play it, although Italy just aren't moving. Oh, the ball's going forward again. And now it's England have an advantage. Van Poortvliet takes it out the back to Slade. Slade to Hassel Collins, who juggles it, but loses it after. And England will go back for the penalty. Hassel Collins will be pissed off at himself there. It was a good attacking opportunity for him. Really good maul there. Well, really good maul control there from England, forcing Italy to, give away the penalty. And now they've got a 5-meter line out. And I imagine they'll go for a maul back to Willis and, rinse and repeat. Hopefully they can manage the same thing. It's not the prettiest of rugby, but I don't think England will care about that, considering, the last year. George throws to the front, again to Ludlam, goes down. Maul is set. Not as tidy, I'd say. It's going sideways. Part advantage to England. And Italy give away another penalty. And they're giving away a hell of a lot of penalties now. I think they're going to get a warning soon. Okay, so it's not a warning. I suppose it's a general team warning, but it's not a next one will be a yellow. Italy have conceded 7 penalties already. Ugh. England have done 4, which is actually, to be honest, better than most England's performances beforehand. So can't complain there. Farrell will kick again to the corner. Either, set up the maul or force another penalty. So, George, to be honest, I think they'll go to Ludlam again. Ludlam's doing well at the line out at the moment. Or maybe they'll try. Will they try something? Yep, they throw to the back to Dombrandt. And Italy have given away another advantage at the ruck. Now does the ref think about warnings? Willis has got it. Sorry, Willis has got it back. And it's a free play. Farrell kicks cross field to Freddie Stewart, who can't take it, and it's bounced out, but they'll come back for the penalty. He was competing for it with Capuzzo, but why not throw the dice? Yeah. Really good throw in there and jump from Dombrandt. Yeah, and that's what they got the penalty for. So Italy hit the maul before Dombrandt had even come down. Oh, and Canoni has the number 8 has been yellow carded for it. So what? Okay, so it was a warning, or it just was deemed dangerous enough play. So Italy down to 14 men. Genge is looking for a tap and go. Taps and goes. Genge goes to ground just inside the 5. Van Poortvliet feeds Dombrandt. Goes to ground basically straight away. To Willis. Good carry there from Willis. Makes a meter. Itoje feeds Sinclair. I know England have scored, but I just don't know who scored. So Genge picks up, feeds Chesham, and Chesham is over. And I think that's his first England try. I do like Ollie Chesham. I think he is definitely to be honest, he and Ribbons, I think, are when Itoje is at his best, yes, Itoje is the best lock, arguably in the world. But right now he's not. And I think England's 2 first choice locks should be Chesham and Ribbons, because Ribbons is class and faster. But that was really good. That is Chesham's first try in 7 caps. So England, 2 tries to the good. Love it. And Farrell, easy conversion for him. Thank God he's got his kicking boots back on. And this is much more positive for England. They are doing what they need to do. They're grinding down Italy in exactly the way they need to, which is finally some clever rugby. That was actually a beautiful try assist from Genge there. He feigned going to ground and offloaded, and 2 forwards dived on him and left a huge hole for Chesham to go through. Also, Chesham's brother is playing for England under 20. So, could be a brother combo in the future for England. Tommaso Allen kicks off again down to Dombrandt, who takes it well, runs straight into Moroni, who can't make the hit. So Dombrandt's made a few meters there, and it looks like Van Poortvliet will look to box kick. Decent box kick for Hassel-Collins to chase. Capuzzo goes up but loses it forwards. England have the ball here. Genge throws it straight to Brex, who intercepts it, but it was a knock-on advantage. So England will come back for the scrum. This is what I want England to do. I want them to take Capuzzo out of the game. Don't let him play. Ugh. All right, so England have the scrum. Try and move. Try and put Lawrence through a gap. Again. Oh, scrum's gone down. Did look like Italy weren't taking the weight there, but then you could also argue that England were pushing early. So they'll reset, but both teams, I think, need to be careful. The top 4 most tackles in the game are all English. Willis being 5 tackles above the next highest. So Willis is on 14, Sinclair on 9, Ludlam on 7, and Dombrandt and Morisi on 6. But it just does show you that England have not had a lot of possession, but have come away with all of the points in the game from the limited possession they have, which for once means they're actually taking their chances, which is very un-English at the moment. Van Portfleet feeds. Dominant scrum from England. Farrell will launch a bomb for Freddie Stewart to chase, who jumps and slaps it back to Slade, to Lawrence, who then puts a little kick through, but not really one he should have put through. And with Capuzzo now, who steps out of the tackle of Slade, but then is caught by Ludlam. Italy recycle through Varney, and Fischetti does a nice little kick. And you know what? Not too bad. They needed it out. So I think they'll take it. Love that from a... Shut up, Siri. Love that from a prop. Some of the biggest kicks I've ever seen have come from props because their legs are tree trunks. So 8 minutes left of the half, but at least on my stream. Willis out the back to Dombrandt. Dombrandt met well in the tackle, double tackle to be fair, but met very well and pushed back. Genge offloads to Ludlam, takes on 2 tackles, rides them well. Van Portfleet switches. Farrell puts a kick in behind. Lucky bounce because it would have just gone straight over the dead goal. And Castle Collins with a great chase and makes the tackle. Italy in their own 5, looking to recycle through Negri, who takes it up just outside their own 5, but Varney will either box kick or pass to Tommaso Allen. No, he'll box kick. At least I'm pretty sure he will. A lot of multicolored boots in that Italian team. Love to see it. And Varney box kicks. Toje attempting to charge it down. Doesn't quite get there. And it's out just outside Italy's 22. Not a bad territory gain there from Varney. Just under 30 meters. Not bad. Could be worse. All right. So England go to the middle to Chesham. Set the maul. George has got it at the back. This is a well-set maul. Italy are holding it at the moment. It's going a little bit side to side. And I think, yep, Jamie George takes it out and will play it. Decides to run straight in. Van Portfleet feeds Orly Lawrence, who hits the line hard. And it looks like he's injured Tommaso Allen in it. Van Portfleet snipes. Gets through to Genge. This is really good from England. Van Portfleet to Sinclair. Sinclair changes direction to Farrell. Farrell puts another kick through. And it almost comes off for Jamie George. Not going to complain for that. But he's tackled... Padovani, I think, is tackled out in goal. So it'll be a... Was he tackled out? I don't know. I don't understand. Yeah. He was tackled out. Surely that's a 5-meter scrum, not a goal line dropout. I would have said that. Really? If you're tackled out with the ball in your own goal line, I thought it was a... maybe that's the old rule. Right, so Italy restart with the drop kick on the goal line. Straight to Dombrandt again. Dombrandt's taking all of them, and he runs straight into Marisi. I think it's Marisi. And England get a penalty advantage for not rolling away. Ludlam out the back to Farrell. Farrell out the back to Slade. Slade throws a wild pass. Malins clears up. And he dummies. And feeds it inside to Van Portfleet, who is in under the poles. Considering this one, the stream hasn't updated yet, I'm guessing they are taking a look at it. But brilliant from England there. And the right move for Malins to go back inside to Van Portfleet. That's Malins, not Van Portfleet. Although it'd be good if Malins scored again because he just never stopped scoring. So after 9 caps, Van Portfleet's got 3 tries. Not bad. Ah, you see, this is what the TMO is taking a look at it. So they are taking a look at it. I was going to say, it was strange that the scoreboard hadn't updated on the stream. Right, so let's take a look. TMO comes up. They could be done for this because Ollie Lawrence does push him over, and Malin steps back into that space. I mean, we'll see. We'll see what they call here because it's interesting. I can't see the trip, but the push is there. But it's not a hard push. He catches him, definitely. Oh, okay. Referee's calling it no try. Obstruction. He was in front of the ball carrier. Oh, okay. So we'll go back for the advantage. So we'll go back for the England penalty advantage. That's sad, but very, very good from Max Malins there. Although, I mean, I to be honest, I think he still would have beaten the lock on the inside. No, maybe not. No. Well, I mean, he might have, but it would have been a lot harder. So, right call from the referee. Right call. Stupid from Lawrence, but good dummy on the kick there. Completely sold them. Oh, so England have now gone and scored. All right. So England have set the line out, and then they clearly score off this. Although I am 2 minutes behind, so. So to the front to Ludlam. England set the maul and much more effective this one. Moving forwards. Still moving forwards. And England surging to the line, and England scoring another maul try. This time, Jamie George. And all of this coming during Italy's yellow card. Well, the second and third try. And that's a very good start to the very good first half at the moment for England. Got 74 caps already. God, I forgot how long Jamie George has been around. This is good from England. They just need to keep doing this, to be honest. And yeah, really, really good from England. And Jamie George, head tape almost coming off already, gets his try. I'm assuming Farrell misses this then. It is a difficult kick, but no, it's a tough kick. Farrell with head strapping. That's not common for him. So Farrell pulls it to the left. So it'll stay 19-0 to England with, I mean, on that clock 1 minute, but on mine, just over 2 minutes. And a good first half from England. They've, to be fair, taken the chances. They've been clinical. Yeah, I mean, finally they're playing something. They're playing decently. Don Brandt takes it in again, beats the first tackle and smashes into the forwards. Itoje and Chesham set themselves so that Van Portfleet can do a box kick and does so. Hassel Collins to chase. Not a long kick. Very well taken by Padovani, though. And Varney recycles. Fischetti taking on Dombrandt and I think George. No, Sinclair. Oh, Italy playing with fire, but managing to pull it off. Brex. Ludlam with a good tackle. Varney recycles to Tommaso Allen, who swings it out to Fischetti. Almost manages to turn it over. Allen out the back to Capuzzo, who's kind of in no man's land, and comes back in field and offloads it. Brex now has it. He's running. He swings it out wide, but it's too high and cannot be taken by Ruzza. The thing is, I don't think Italy are playing badly. I just think that they're being pressurized too much. But England's defensive line is so much more solid now. And England have gone fast. Lawrence goes through the middle off a Farrell pass. Van Portfleet feeds Stewart. Stewart out to the back to Hassel Collins. Takes on the line. Van Portfleet again to Ludlam. Van Portfleet to Farrell. To Sinclair. Van Portfleet to Farrell again. Out the back to Slade. Slade over the top to Dombrandt. Dombrandt hands off Varney very easily. Fair enough. Huge size difference. Itoje out the back to Farrell, who's in the line. Back to Itoje. Van Portfleet feeds Slade. Ugh. Ludlam straight through the tackle of Marisi. Chesham takes on the line. Oh, come on. Oh, Farrell knocks it on. No, that was a clear try if he just took it. But that is half time. And to be honest, I'm pleased with that first half. Cool. So the teams will go into halftime 19-0 to the good for England. And England actually playing some attractive rugby for the first time in God knows how long. Italy, they're just not doing enough. And they can't, they're struggling with Willis, to be honest. Willis is neutralizing them on attack. But we will be back for the second half. Looks like it'll be a good one. And I will see you guys then. Cheers. All right, so the teams are coming back out onto the field. Somehow I doubt England have made any changes. Italy might have been forced to make some changes through injury. But we'll see. Somehow I don't think any personnel will have changed unless injury forced it. England, no one's going to have changed. They're rolling along nicely. So yeah, England kick off this time through Farrell. Now obviously they're playing on the screen. Have they? Well, we'll see. I think they're playing right to left now, England. And the ref gets the second half underway. A couple of England players in front of the kicker there. Farrell's kick taken in. So Italy are just outside their 22. Varney feeds Tommaso Allen, who feeds Negri, who swings it. Genge is almost sat down by Negri. Well, he was sat down, but Genge managed to finish the tackle. Malins tries to charge down Tommaso Allen's kick. Farrell's done well to keep it in. Feeds it to Stewart, who hits the line, a bit of a stuttering run. And England immediately give away a penalty for Freddie Stewart rolling too many times in the tackle. So when he hit the floor, he rolled too many times. Fair enough. Fair. Let's see. So total kicks. England have kicked more. Italy have a bigger kick distance and an higher average territory gain, which is interesting. Okay, so Italy throw to the front of the line out, feeds Tommaso Allen, who throws it out the back to Padovani, I think, who's tackled midfield. Varney feeding Negri, who's hit on the line and is held up currently, but he's down on the floor now. Varney. That's a good line there from Brex. Is that Brex? I can't actually tell. No, it wasn't Brex. It was the new guy, and I can't remember his name. England's defence falling off some tackles here. Good defence from Ludlam, though, and Sinclair. But some continuity for Italy. And Itoje's gone a bit high there. A penalty advantage only, but still. Itoje's... Oh, and Italy are looking better here. Their attack's looking a little bit sharper. They come around to the blind. Malins has got him covered, but they do get some ground off of it. Allen in field to Fischetti, who feeds the big lock four. Varney again to Brex. Brex out the back to Allen. Allen feeds Rudzer, who feeds Capuzzo, and Hassel Collins just manages to get back to make the tackle. And okay. Varney feeds inside to, I think, Negri. Italy are looking good here. They could score. Canoni with a good hit up. Varney out to Canoni. Other Canoni. This is decent-ish. Oh, yeah. Oh, and it's Itoje with a high tackle again. And Italy have scored. And England have fallen straight back into their shitty defense. Apparently, a good first half means ruin the second half. But no, that was to be fair, that was very good from Italy. Very good phase play from Italy. And Capuzzo was in the perfect place. He should have gone inside. He actually probably would have scored. And Hassel Collins did well there too. Yeah, high tackle from Itoje. Desperate. Yeah, good try. Fair try to Italy. And clearly Allen converts it, which he does. 19 plays 7. And England with a shocking start to the second half. Excuse me. In case you can't tell, I'm really tired, sleepy. Don't know. I'm not sure why. I didn't sleep badly and I went to gym today, so shouldn't be. Okay, so England restart again. Farrell goes high, but contestable for Malins, who wins it in the collision. Ollie Lawrence has now got it, who's now attacking the line and done very well. He's made a good 15 meters there. Chesham out the back to Farrell. Farrell feeds Malins. Oh, who can't offload it to Don Brandt? Willis attacks the line. Chesham. Good hit up there. Van Portfleet to Itoje. Itoje takes on the line. Van Portfleet feeds Genge, who's tackled by 3 players, but he's still going. Ludlam gives him some help. That's got to be a penalty. Van Portfleet does really well to rip that away then, because it was held up off the floor. Ludlam to Farrell. Farrell take... Oh! Woo! And Farrell is in another fight with an Italian player. And I don't think this is going to look good for either of them. England knocked the ball on. Oh, it's Farrell and Negri. And it's all boiling over. Negri's still on top of Farrell. What happened? Shoulder charge on Farrell by Negri, and then an elbow in the face. I mean, it's a very stupid little fight that they have, but then that push in the face, that's not great from Negri. But then so it'll come to a knock on for England. Fair. I would have at least... I would have said that's a minor shoulder charge from Negri there.
Spicy, good. There was proper spice in a couple of the...
I love the commentators. They're so funny sometimes. I mean, to be fair, it's, you know, Farrell getting what he gives. So, right. So Italy have the scrum, and I mean, Varney is not feeding it straight. Ball's out, and England have got the ball. Itoje picks up. Genge with a really good pickup off almost his bootlaces. Van Portfleet feeds Farrell. Farrell comes inside again with the kicking. Why? This is why Farrell should just not play 10 for us, because it's boring. A fucking run. So England kick the ball away. Varney will look to clear and does so. That's really boring and pointless from Farrell, for God's sake. Why? You don't need to fucking kick that. As half of his freaking kicks have been. Ah, so Marisi's gone off. Who's back? Who's that? Who's on? Pierre Bruno. God, I haven't seen him for a while. Pierre Bruno replaces Marisi at 12. I wonder if that's injury or tactical. So Jamie George throws to the front to Itoje, who feeds Van Portfleet, who feeds Farrell, offloads to Lawrence, who bashes it up, but England have given away a penalty for holding on. And England have gone back to their pretty boring selves. Not take credit away from Italy, they're playing well. I do like how Italy are now very competitive compared to just a walkover side. Italy are playing really well. And England are just not doing enough. Another change. Simone Ferrari is on for number 3. Not Fischetti, the other one. I can't remember his name. Italy go to the middle, set a maul, but take the ball out quickly. And they fed their backs. And Farrell just got run over. And Jamie George's head strappings come off. Italy are now into England's half. Negri out the back to Tommaso Allen. It's a bit of a stop-start. Itoje wraps up Brex. And looks like Sinclair might have taken a bit of a knock to the head there. And England have turned it over. Van Poortvliet kicks. And that's actually not a bad kick because it's put a lot of pressure. Hassel-Collins with a good chase. And Hassel-Collins gets him down. And England win a penalty at the ruck. And I assume they'll set the line out and go for another rolling maul try. I think Sinclair's going to go off here. Oh, he's got a nasty gash on his head. On his forehead. Oh, Negri just bouncing Genge off. And Sinclair, that's where he got his head. How did that happen? That wasn't great from Sinclair. How did it happen? I think Sinclair's head was caught by Genge's boot as he fell down. That's a bit of friendly fire for you. Oh, and Genge's ear doesn't look good either. There's a lot of blood going on. Yeah, I mean, Sinclair's going to have to go off at least for blood to be patched up. All right, so blood replacement. Dan Cole is on. So let's hope the old man doesn't produce another World Cup final performance. Hopefully. Oh, does England score here? I don't know. Okay, it looks like the scoreboard on the stream here has stopped. So I'm going to get that checked quickly because the time has stopped on it. But it's still 19-7, just so you know. But my clock's about 3 minutes fast. And England are pushing to the line. They don't manage to get there, but it's a penalty advantage to England. And England are awarded a penalty try. And that will be the bonus point. And another yellow card for Italy. I'm not sure who it was. So 18. Number 18 got the yellow card. And it's the brand new prop who's just come on. Right, I'm just getting the scoreboard checked. Because, yes, that's definitely paused. So now it's 26-7 with the kick to come. No, it's penalty try. No kick to come. Also, do you like my massive Sports Direct mug? Okay, so taken in by Chesham off the restart. Oh, and a good little rumble there from Dombrandt. And it looks like Van Poortvliet will look to... No, he passes to Farrell, who then hoofs it downfield. To Padovani. Padovani kicks straight to Van Poortvliet, more or less, who launches a bomb for Freddie Stewart to chase. And it's taken well by the new centre, Bruno. on England's halfway. Varney puts a rubber box kick through, but straight to Farrell, who kicks a very good clearance back into Italy's half. I don't know. To be honest, at this point, I'd look to get Marcus Smith on. Farrell's just not doing anything useful that Marcus Smith couldn't do, and he can do more. I'd bring on Farrell. I mean, Smith. Okay. Oh, England have got the ball off of that line out because of some bad handling from Italy. Swings it out wide to Genge. Genge takes on the line. Cole's there to help him, but he's pushed back, which is fair play to Italy. It's difficult to do. Farrell plays Chesham, who hits the line. He's got a fair turn of pace for a lock, I'll tell you that. Willis stopped well. Farrell decides to change direction again and goes in, offloads it to Van Portfleet, whose jersey is still as clean as a nun's pair of knickers. Slade feeds out the back to Stewart, who's again picked up and carried backwards. I tell you what, the forwards of the Italians. Farrell kicks to be fair, very good kick. To be fair, but yeah, it's frustrating. But you know what? It is a good kick. Sadly, it's not a 50-22. But puts them on their own a defensive 5 meter line out. So. Oh, Ben Earl has come on for, I think, Willis. Yep, Jack Willis is off, and bloody hell, he's played well. Ben Earl hopefully can do something here. Okay, cool. So we've changed the scoreboard. Much better. I think Ben Earl is one of the best players in England, so he needs game time. He's fast, he's strong, stays on his feet. Hassel-Collins takes it, opts not to put the ball back in for a quick line out, which he could have, to be fair, but rather not. So we've got about 25 minutes left. Go to the front to Ludlam, who feeds Ben Portfleet. Out to Farrell. Farrell feeds Dombrandt. Decent run. Lawrence, was that Slade? Oh, Malin's got him on the outside. Puts a kick through. And Brex has done really well there to get that. But yeah, Italy under pressure again. Max Malins is a bloody good player. Ludlam with a really good stop. And Varney looking to set the kick. Does so. Toje almost gets a hand on it. And Varney's kick goes straight out. Oh, God. Mako Vunipola's coming on. That's I'm not too happy about because I'm not a massive fan of his anymore. He'll probably now go and have a great game, but I don't think he deserves to be in the squad. I'm so glad that Billy Vunipola is no longer in the squad, and I don't think he'll ever play for England again. Thank God. So it's Italy's line out. Oh, yes! Henry Arundel is on for, it looks like, Hassel-Collins. And I want this guy on off pitch the whole time. He is literal lightning. So Italy go to the front of their line out. And Itoje's done a real dick move at slapping the ball down, but towards England. But then I think it was Ludlam loses it forwards, which is sad because that was a really good actual steal there for Itoje. So this is Henry Arundel's Six Nations and Twickenham Test debut. So just so you know, the scoreboard and the what's it called? Updated, action on the pitch is gone because I think the issue with the service provider. And because it's a scrum and there's a prop off the field, Italy have to make 2 changes. Negri's off, but for Riccioni, but that'll be just while the sin bin's on, which has 5 minutes and 25 seconds left. England should really look to. Well, actually, no, they've got full numbers now. So, but yes, they should attack this scrum, try to win the ball, and then capitalize on the missing backline player. Italy get a free kick. And Italy will clear their lines. Yeah. Oh, have they kept that in? No, they've kicked it out. And I don't think England are gonna play quick. What a surprise. Maka Vunipola straight away gives away the free kick. Jamie George throws to the front. Chesham down to Van Portfleet, down to Farrell, inside to Dombrandt. Yep. Slade launches a kick high for Arundel to chase. And Capuzzo gets it really well. Capuzzo. Man, that guy's good. And he's so small. He's so thin. And Varney tries a little dink over the top. That's a knock on, surely. Yes, Italy have knocked the ball on. Taller man than Van Portfleet going for it, so understandable. Oh, Pelledri's in. Pelledri's really good. So it's good to see him back on the pitch. Very, very good player. So it'd be interesting to see how he matches up against Dombrandt and Ben Earl. So it's England's put into the scrum now, and Italy have taken out one man from their scrum. England should look to attack the scrum here. They don't, but they've got Dombrandt's got the ball. Oh, for God's sake, Dombrandt! And Italy have turned it over because Dombrandt just lost the ball. So Freddie Stewart now has it and smashes it back. Long kick, well fielded by Capuzzo, who chips over the top. Oh, and he's been hit. He ran into Freddie Stewart, and it looks like he got hit quite hard. I like the idea from Capuzzo. Try and attack, but not a great kick. Itoje rises high at the back, and England set a maul. And the maul's going forwards. It's gone forward about 5 meters now. Make it almost 10. Oh, God, England is sloppy right now. Turnover by Itoje, though. Oh, and then Dombrandt does the same thing. So, but thank God England got a penalty because that needed to stop. Right. Let's play some attacking backline play. Get Arundel involved. Let him run over some people because he's so flippin' strong. Just over 20 minutes left of the game. George throws in. Itoje takes it in the middle. Farrell has it. Feeds Lawrence. Again, attacks the line. Runs totally over. Oh, God. Lawrence ran so hard over Tommaso Allen. Made a huge break, almost up to the 5, and then loses it forward. But Italy are playing behind their own line. But lost forward by Lawrence. But that's exactly what we've needed. That huge hit up. Brute force straight over Tommaso Allen. And loses it forward. He wouldn't have made it to the try line, but... God, he went straight over him and straight through the line. Padovani did really well there. Good run there from Lawrence, but just sad the final execution couldn't happen. But that's a good sign. England have needed that for God knows how long. And Van Poortvliet has been replaced by Mitchell. And thank God it's not Ben Youngs, is all I'm going to say. I do miss Rafi Quirk. I think Rafi Quirk was such a good player. But then, I mean, England does have some quality scrum halves. Harry Randall's really good. Let's see what Mitchell does here. He has his moments, but he's rapid. So, how are Italy going to do with their what? I suppose they do it. They put the backline player into the scrum. Pledry picks off the back, runs straight into Farrell, and Mitchell puts him down because Farrell can't. Tommaso Allen flings it over. Slade has to cover. Who's that? Sorry, Padovani's knocked it on. So England have got the ball back, swinging it really wide. Malin steps back in, feeds Ben Earl. Ben Earl puts a kick through for Slade and Arundel to chase. Capuzzo's got it now, and he's missed the first tackle of Mitchell, but Lawrence gets him down. But then, sorry, not Lawrence, Ben Earl gets him down, and then Italy get a penalty for England diving over. See, Ben Earl should have, we had an overlap. Why kick? Why kick when Capuzzo's so quick? Yeah, exactly. That's what the commentators are saying too. He shouldn't have kicked. He should have kicked that. He should have crashed it up. Biji's in throw for his first line-out throw, gets it in the front. Italy attacking through the center and looking good here. Slade has to track because Malin's had to come in. Capuzzo's got the ball. Italy could score here. Oh, what a track back tackle from, I think, Ben Earl. Italy with a great attack there. And a huge hit from Ludlam midfield. Tommaso Allen thought about the cross kick, decided not to. Padovani comes back in field. I would have passed that. Tommaso Allen tries to step in and out. Arundel skipped the first tackle. Oh, damn. Knock on from England. At this point, I'm just glad we're winning because it's England. But what an attack from Italy. Really good to see. Oh, that offload to Capuzzo. He should have gone inside, outside. He should have just taken him on. But what a track tackle from Slade. I tell you what, though, Capuzzo is just so good. I don't care how small he is just unbelievably good. Right, so Varney's going off, and Alessandro Fusco is coming on. So both scrum halves have been replaced now. Who has England got left? They got Smith on the bench. Who else have they got on the bench? I can't even think of who else England have on the bench. Who they haven't used. Ribbons? Is Ribbons on the bench? I think Ribbons is on the bench. Oh, no, it's Ezekwe. Sorry, Ezekwe's on the bench. So I imagine he'll come on at some point. So Smith and Ezekwe, I think, are the only unused subs at the moment. Or maybe there's one more. Yeah, sorry, Jamie George, I think, is still on the pitch. So also I think it's Walker. Italy attacking well, straight through. Italy are on the 5. They are attacking so well. Fusco takes it in and scores. And that is shocking from England. And England could very much lose this game if they don't sort this shit out. And Alessandro Fusco on the pitch for all of a minute, if that. Oh, look, it's Dan. Oh, Dan Cole, don't even act like he was in your way. You were never, ever getting to him. You're too slow. I mean, it might get ruled out because of obstruction, but I don't think Cole had any chance of getting to him. Are they taking a look? Yeah, they're taking a look at it. Oh, no, referees awarded it. I mean, by law, he probably shouldn't have given the try, but Dan Cole would never have got him just because he's so slow. But, yeah, it's England's fault. It's their own fault, so whatever. And that's poor. 2 props couldn't bring down the scrum half. Poor. And guess what? Maka Vunipola. No surprises there. God, I just don't like him as a player. I think he's crap now. He used to be so good, but now he's shite. But Italy are only 12 points behind at the moment. They are definitely the better team right now. They're playing much better than England. And England just look nothing like a contender for not only the Six Nations, but Rugby World Cup. Maka Vunipola stops Pelledri. Ludlam looks for a steal, can't get there. Biji out the back to Thomas Allen. Is that Negri? Negri with a huge break. Yeah, and the commentator's not wrong. England have totally fallen asleep in defence. Farrell kicks long to Capuzzo, who steps in and out. Of course, Dan Cole can't even get close to him. And Italy kick forwards. Down it goes to Farrell, who's going to kick it back. Of course he is. Because England have no attacking pattern whatsoever. Please bring on Smith. Get fucking Farrell off the pitch. Tommaso Allen kicks long and gets the ball out. And England, their defense is just gone absolutely shocking now. Their first half defense was great. This half, shocker. And Ezekwe is coming on for Dombrand, which means that Itoje is going to 6. Well, maybe Ezekwe is going actually to 8. No. What? Who the heck? So Earl must be going to 8. Oh my, okay, I don't know how they're setting up now. So England go to the front of the line now, and Itoje brings it down. They set the maul. It's not really moving at the moment, except sideways. Negri's come all the way around. I don't know if that's the right call from the touch judge, but Italy have the line out, and they play quickly. And they've got a lot of space in front of them. Brex is taking on the thing. Farrell with a necessary tackle. Ooh. Fusco passes out. Negri. No, Pelledri. Fusco again, resetting. Passes out to Tommaso Allen. Tommaso Allen with the cross kick. That's gone to Padovani, and it's worked very well. And he's knocked it on in the tackle, sadly. Oh, He threw it straight into Arundel, but the ref called the knock on. I reckon Arundel was gone there. But I mean, honestly, England, what is this defense? Let's see. I want to see. Oh, Arundel's gone there. Oh, I reckon he would have beaten Padavani there. Right, let's see if England can actually get something in this scrum, because they've been pretty woeful. And I get it. Italy are a much better side now. But it's so frustrating when England are this bad. It's really bad. 19-0 at halftime. We're losing the second half 17-14. Like, come on. Please just bring Smith on. Get rid of Farrell. He's offered nothing to this game. England has a real problem at scrum. Obviously, you can tell I'm biased, but England is my team. But Italy have come out in the second half and done bloody well. And it's really good to see that they are so competitive this year. Sinfield must be fuming with how crap the defense has been. Marco Vunipola already not well. To be fair, neither is the Italian player. So the ball's in, and that's got to be a penalty to England. Yep, advantage to England, penalty. And what do you know? We actually won something at the scrum. Farrell will probably dink this into the corner. And England do kick to the corner. And hopefully they actually do something with this one. But don't hold your breath. Oh, well, we're on the 22. Jamie George, he's putting a shift. Jamie George throws to the middle. Itoje takes it down. England set the maul. And looking fairly solid. And referees called it once. And it's the maul is still moving forwards. But now the ball's out. Vunipola feeds Dan Cole, I think. Mitchell out to Chesham. Mitchell out to Lawrence. Oof, who again bumps off Tomaso Allen. Mitchell dinking. He's weaving. He's got it to Arundel. Arundel in the corner. Arundel scores in the corner. 70 minutes on the clock. And Arundel, he is unbelievably good. Caps 4, tries 2. I mean, one of those tries being his literal first touch of an international rugby ball. Good from Mitchell. Very good from Mitchell. Poor from Italy. Yeah, try. Easy. Finally, England do something. And guess what? It's the one person who I said who should be on the pitch. His legs are huge. Well done from England. Finally, they've done something. Please, please bring on Smith after this kick. Please. I suppose that is the problem with having a prop as your captain. They'll always go off after 60 minutes, generally, which is a problem. So, yeah, fair enough. But I think Farrell shouldn't be captain just because it stops him from being able to play. Right, I don't think Farrell gets this. So, 31-14, though. Somehow that just feels so much more respectable than 26-14, but still, England have had a shocking second half. And Farrell off the post. Not a bad kick. Off the post, though. And so it'll stay 31-14 with 8 minutes left. Very good finish from Arundel. And it looks like Jamie George will be coming off for the next stop of play for Walker. So it looks like he'll get a little bit of game time. But I think Marcus Smith should have come on. But I don't understand coaches sometimes. So anyway, England have it in their own 22. Italy just... so Henry Slade has gone off with Marcus Smith on. I swear to God, if they're trying the 10-12... I bet you they are. I bet you they've put Farrell on. For fuck's sakes. So, Farrell's at 12, Ollie Lawrence is at 13, Smith is at 10. And we're back. Sorry about that. No idea what is causing the issues with this stream. It's certainly not my internet because it's really fast over here in Scotland. So yes, apologies for it to keep. What does that mean? Hide? Okay. So, Walker, the new man, on debut, his first scrum, and England get a penalty for taking a step back. That's poor from Italy. Oh, it's the break foot issue. I don't understand why they really want to get this Smith-Farrell thing going, but 8 minutes is not going to do that. So Walker with his first throw into the line-out. And Ezekiel rises at the front, down to Mitchell. Mitchell to Smith. Smith off to Earl, who gets absolutely, not smoked, but stopped in his tracks. Farrell. Mitchell out to Smith. Smith tries to dink it through and has not achieved that at all. And it's gone miles back towards England's try line. Italy's ball, because England took it out, and they're all the way back on effectively their own 22. For God's sake. Oh, Capuzzo's down. Looks like an ankle problem, considering how fast he changes direction. I'm not surprised. But it'll be sad if he has to go off, because he's been playing very well. There is a break at the moment. Meters made. Look, top 2 meters made. Capuzzo and Brex. And then Lawrence is 3rd. Negri, because of that one run, is 4th. And then Dombrandt's 5th. But the top 5, only 2 of them are English. Like, it just shows so little attacking threat. So, down the line out. Really, oh, that's poor. Ludlam's picked that up beautifully. It's a knock-on advantage from Italy. Toje tries to pick it up and goes a little bit. Gets a meter or 2. Earl out the back to Cole. Please just don't pass it. Ludlam with a head contact. Unintentional. And he fell straight down off that. I think he's okay. Mitchell clears off a box kick, and Malins will give the chase. And Malins and Ezekwe decide to gang up on whoever that was catching it. Fusco at the back to Negri. Negri decides to hold on. Fusco to Tommaso Allen. Out to Pelledri. Pelledri out to... I can't remember that guy's name. Again, good continuity from Italy. Smith, not a good tackle. Italy are into England's half now. Fusco goes left to Capuzzo, who takes a big hit from Walker, but manages to place the ball well. I'd give that a penalty against Mako Vunipola, but nope, no arm from the referee. Italy not really going forwards here, but they are moving England around. They'll find a break somewhere. And they are putting in some big carries. Fusco out the... Oh, that's a loose pass. Farrell, for God's sake, do something. Negri taken down by Ezekwe and Itoje. Out the back to Allen. Allen to not Pelledri, Padovani. I tell you what, if Italy had Ioani, I would genuinely be quite worried because he is so good. Capuzzo takes on the line and breaks it. Farrell just managed to get him down. Ollie Lawrence gets over and makes the steal. What a steal from Ollie Lawrence. And throws a kind of a wild pass. Oh, Walker with a dummy. Can't get it off to Marcus Smith. But Ollie Lawrence has to be in the team every week from now. He's been the one, like, actual impressive player today for England. And to be fair, Malins hasn't been bad, but that was such a good steal from Lawrence. And he rode 2 hits. Ollie Lawrence, player of the match, I think. I would have given it to Willis, to be honest, but Willis only had about 50 minutes. One minute left. Ollie Lawrence, player of the match. Fair. He's run over Tommaso Allen a few too many times, considering they know each other quite well. I don't understand why they are trying to ship this Marcus Smith-Farrell combination so hard. I don't get it. Ollie Lawrence carries 10, meters made 80, good. Tackles made 7, line breaks 1. Not bad, pretty good shift. But I mean, I don't think any of the other England players will have a very good stats record. Arundel will. So Kanoni's coming back on? Oh, so an HIA for Zanoni. So Kanoni comes back on. Oh, no, sorry, it's Pelledri going off, I think. Is that Pelledri? It does look like Pelledri. No, it's not. It's one of the... I literally can't see his number. Yeah, it's Pelledri. So Pelledri looks like he's having an HIA. No, it's not Pelledri. It's, yeah, I was going to say. All right, so it's not Pelledri off. Who's got the ball here? Italy's scrum. So they do have one more chance to potentially get a third try. But England do have the win. But yeah, not convincing, to be honest. First half was good. Second half has been pretty dire defensively. Oh my God. Don't even want to talk about how bad defense has been in the second half. Excuse me. Now, will the feed be any straighter from Fusco? Of course not. It's between Cannoni's legs. Fusco picks it up and passes to Tommaso Allen, who tries now at the back. I would have called that a knock-on, but fair play on. Italy they kept possession well there. Fusco feeding. I can't remember the other wing's name. Italy in the center of the field. Fusco puts a kick through, and just again like a bit aimless. And no, he's going to play the scrum. Oh, scrum or 22. And the clock is in the red now. And I think England will probably just kick this out. Pelledri has now gone off after all that for a head injury assessment. After all that. And I think England just kick it out. Which, I get it. You don't want to risk any more injuries by trying to continue to play when you've already won with the bonus point. I get it. But frustrating anyway. So, Mitchell feeds. Oh, Ludlam went to 8. Okay. And advantage to England. And yeah, Marcus Smith's just going to... No, passes to Farrell. Farrell's just going to kick it out. And that is the end of the game. 31-14. England finally back to winning ways. A very unconvincing second half, if I'm honest. If Monty Ioane was playing for Italy, I would have been far more concerned. I don't know what England has to do about their defense, but it is just shocking in that second half. It was really good in the first, but I don't know if they got tired. I don't know if the changes just was like they couldn't handle the changes, but yeah, not great in the second half. But they ground out a win and against a decent Italy side, and I'll take that. But I think we're going to get a thumping against Ireland and France. But we'll see. We will see. So that was the England-Italy game. Hope that was at least somewhat entertaining for you guys. And sorry for all the disconnect. And I hope to see you not in next week. Next weekend is the break. I think is it a 2-week break? I think it's a 2-week break. So I hope to see you that following weekend for the next set of games. Other than that, all good to go.